Hello dear students. Try to look at these samples of garments. These are what we call the skirts. Let us define first what a skirt is. It is a part of the garment that hangs from the waist down to the desired length. Skirt is a free hanging part of an outer garment or undergarment extended from the waist down to a length of the garment. Let us discuss the different classifications of skirt. We have the A-line skirt, circular skirt, gold skirt, and pleat. These are examples of an A-line skirt. And when we say A-line skirt, it is a two-piece skirt with center front and center back cut to the fold. It fits smoothly over the hips and has swing on the hemline on the side seams. It is taken from the shape of a letter A. This is an example of a pattern for the A-line skirt. So if you can see there, the pattern has the center fold, okay, for the front pattern, and for the back it has an opening at the back for the zipper. That is the A-line skirt pattern. The next one is the circular skirt. How do we know that the skirt is classified under the circular skirt? Just like the full circular skirt. So it is the basis for many skating skirts, flattering when in motion, but cutting the waistline a little small. Circular or the balloon skirt is a skirt with a balloon or bubble hem and has a full rounded puffed look that gathers in at the bottom. Circular skirt can either be half or full. Just like these examples, these are full circular skirts. Another is the half circular skirt. The look for this is 1/2 the waist length. Work exactly the same as for the circular skirt, but the waist 1/4 will be twice the size. This is an example of a half circular skirt. If you are going to look at the circular skirt pattern, it will look this way. The waist measurement will be divided into 2 and then add 1 inch for the allowance. And then as you can see, the desired length is there. So the skirt is cut into 2, which consists the front and the back pattern. The third classification is the cord skirt. We have different types. We have the 4-cord skirt, 6-cord skirt. So how does this look like? This is an example of a cord skirt. As you can see, it's like an umbrella cut. So those are examples of 4 and 6-cord skirt. It is like an umbrella cut, as I have mentioned, and has the center front, center back, and side seam with only flares on each seam. This is the pattern for the cord skirt. As you can see there, it has a flare part on the red lines. So that is how it is being cut. At the top part is the waistline. So it is one for the skirt. This is the cord skirt pattern. The last one is the pleated skirt. Pleated skirt can either be knife pleated skirt when the pleats are on the same direction, box pleated skirt when the pleats are away from each other, And then skirt with combination of knife and box pleats. Of course, the center has the box pleats and then the side has the knife pleats. And we have also the accord. So how do they look like? This is an example of a side or the knife pleated skirt. It is a skirt with folds turned in the same direction on one side. Again, it is what we call the side knife pleated skirt. Next is the box pleated skirt. It is a skirt with two folds of each pleat are turned away from one another. As you can see on the photo, this is the box pleated skirt. And then we have the skirt with combination of knife and the box pleats. At the center, you can see the box pleat, and then at the side, both sides have the knife pleats, just like the uniforms that you are wearing. The skirt uniform. The last pleat is accordion pleated skirt. This is an example of a skirt with accordion pleats. It is a skirt with very narrow pleats of uniform width resembling the bellows of accordion. So these are usually made by the machine where it is made. So we will now proceed with drafting the skirt pattern. And aside from those, on your module discussed are the sheared or the gathered skirt, also the culottes. So those are other types of skirt as well as the layered skirt and the yoke skirt. So here are the tools and materials needed in drafting the basic skirt pattern. Of course, you need your tape measure, your hip curve in shaping the hip part of the pattern, triangle and drawing perpendicular lines. You need the pattern paper and a pencil. So the measurements needed in drafting the skirt pattern: your waistline, you need to divide it into 4. Hips is also divided into 4. Hip depth, no need to divide it. And then skirt length as well. And then the apex distance. The apex distance is being used for the dart. It is divided into 2. Here is the basic skirt pattern. So how do we draft the pattern? First one is you need to make a perpendicular line and mark it 1. As you can see there, the corner is marked as 1. So you will start using your triangle, drawing a perpendicular line, marking it 1. And then 1 to 2 downward is your skirt length. It will depend on your skirt length. So whatever will be the skirt length measurement will be measured on 1 to 2. And then 1 to 3 downward is the hip depth. Usually it is 7 to 8 inches. You need to square out points 2 and 3 using a triangle. Make sure that the lines are parallel. 1 to 4 is sideward. 1 to 4 sideward is 1/4 of the waist plus 1 inch. So if your waistline, for example, is 28 inches, you divide it into 4. That is 7 plus 1. So you will measure 8 inches on 1 to 4. If your waistline is 28. Again, you divide the waist into 4 and add 1 inch for numbers 1 to 4. 3 to 5 sideward is 1/4 of the hips. For example, your hips is 36, you divide it into 4, so that is equal to 9. 3 to 5 measures 9 inches if your hips is 36. Again, you just have to divide the hips into 4 for number 3 to 5. That has the same measurement on 2 to 6. So 3 to 5, 2 to 6 is 1/4 of the hips. 1 to 7 downward is 4 1/2. And then of course you have to square it out. And then 1 to 8 is 1/2 of the apex distance. If your apex distance is 7 inches, you divide it into 2, 3, and 1/2. That will be the measurement of 1 to 8. So So 1 to 8 again is 1/2 of the apex distance. 8 to 9 and 8 to 10 measures 1/2 inch on both ways. And then 4 to 11 upwards is 1 centimeter, and then 6 to 12 upward is also 1 centimeter. And then you can freehand in shaping if you do not have your hip curve. So that serves as your basic skirt pattern. You just have to make the dart. Okay. So with that, I think you are ready for your performance. You can start drafting your skirt pattern and submit the copy to your teacher. So here is the rubric in assessing your pattern. With that, good luck. I know you can do it.